Hey guys, welcome to the channel. It's Adam with ND72. So today what I'm going to be showing you something that it was a big purchase that I've always wanted to do. I've always wanted this thing that I purchased, and it's something I think will further the channel in a different but better route. It's still all the same old stuff and going the same concept. So let's talk a little bit about it. So basically, a lot of you guys know I buy a lot of Mercedes and I do a lot of drag racing. A little bit of roll racing, but mainly a lot of drag racing. That's fun. I like it. But I feel like that's just doing a small amount of people who actually like Mercedes as the cars. I do a lot of maintenance stuff and all that too. But we were going to get into a new type of racing. And what kind of car should I get? Everyone think? BMW, Ferrari, Lotus? No, another Mercedes. So what we purchased is another Mercedes for a different type of racing. Now the type of racing we're going to start getting into, we're still doing the drag racing and all that stuff, is doing some road courses. So like Sebring, going to the Firm, Road Atlanta, all that stuff. So I want to build a car to go take out there and start doing some laps to get some better times. Because I feel like there has to be a lot of other people who do like handling events with the Mercedes. So if you're one of those people, comment down below. Tell me what kind of car you got. Tell me what you think is the best one. Now the car I picked is the car that I think is the best in my budget. Because let me put it this way. I went to go buy an AMG GTR. Okay? I went there. I was going to go purchase it. I have the funds. I have everything. I was going to buy that and turn that into a road race monster of a car. But once again, they are not cheap. And it dawned on me, I don't really want to have payments because all my cars and stuff I pay for cash. And I didn't really want to be cutting up that type of a car to do this. Maybe eventually I'll have enough money where I could justify doing that. But until then, I got to stick to more of my budget Mercedes. So what would you think? What should I get? Another SLK? Another E55? I don't know, maybe a C-Class coupe. I was looking at all that stuff. There was one car that I really wanted, but I never could find it at a good deal because they always go for 10 to 15 grand. Everywhere I really looked, it did. And then I effing found one. So you guys can place your guess on what it is, but I'll give you a little description. It was put out in 2003. It came with an M11.3, not an MK, M11.3. It is a great handling car. It was one of their DDM cars. There is a huge aftermarket community for them with handling, with suspension, all that stuff. Let me show you the car right now. Bam! I bought a CLK W209. Now what you might think is maybe I did get a 320. Maybe I did get a 500. But no, I got a CLK55 AMG. So if you don't know much about this car, it came in a 5.4-liter natural aspirated V8, which I think is great for road racing. I don't have to worry about overheating with superchargers or nothing. It comes with a pretty good stock suspension. There's a huge aftermarket community out there for it. It comes with a 306 rear end for the gearing, so that's great. It comes with the paddle shifters. Mine don't really work right now, but that's also good. It comes with factory 4-piston Brembos, which I'm also going to be hopefully upgrading to the 8-piston ones or the 6-piston ones, because the later year, the 05s came with 6 pistons, and then you could drop in, from my understanding, the 8 pistons from like an E55, bolt right up. So that's a huge benefit. There's a lot of aftermarket suspension stuff for it. Ironically, this one actually already has suspension modifications done to it, which is good and bad. This car has a slight modification, and it's broken. So let's look over the car. It's broken in a few places. So the engine is pretty much stock. This guy put a lot of money in maintenance in this car. Valve cover got his spark plugs. He was trying to fix a lot of stuff, so he kept dumping money into it and never got it fixed. It's got brand new headlights. Like, brand new. Look at shiny. Yeah, the paint's not the best. I get that. I mean, the hood shocks work. That's always good. It definitely has some issues with the paint. One thing I really don't like, we don't have the factory rims. If you guys want these, hit me up. I'll sell them to you. I don't know what Mercedes they're from, but they're 18 inches. I don't like them, so we'll be getting rid of those soon. And as you can see, it is lowered. So this, when I bought it from, he didn't know what was done to it because he bought it already like this. I'm pretty sure there's lowering springs. It didn't look like a full coilover kit. He said the exhaust and everything was stock. It doesn't sound loud, so it sounds pretty stock. I just always liked the body style. I've owned a 500. I own quite a bit of the CLK stuff. I do like it. Now for like the interior, it's not the best. That's why I got it pretty cheap. So the seats are ripped, which is pretty known. No cup holder. Doors are pretty much okay. Nothing crazy there. I think I'm going to need another window over here because it goes up, but you see how it's like right there? It's dripping. So that's a common thing. So I'll be showing you guys how to replace that. Coming to the driver's side. One thing I personally like, steering wheel. Nice and good because I hate touching bad steering wheels. seat ripped. Everything else kind of good. Oh, for the e-brake, as you can see, she's missing. So there's that. The interior's basically mint. And then if we come to the trunk, now some of my stuff is in here, but trunk latch works perfectly. It came with Mercedes carpets that aren't in yet. It has the full Mercedes trunk stuff. Now there's a few things that are a little bit weird in here, like the shifter. This is not a CLK55 shifter. It looks like they put it in from another car. So I might actually have push button start. We don't know. Sunroof does not work because you got a fault for that. I'm going to turn the car over. I'm going to show you a few of the faults we got. And I actually got a fault that I did not have recently, but I did. It is what it is. So yeah, it says sunroof not closed. So a few things aren't working. So, oh, those all work because I had the door open. So heated seats won't even acknowledge. That's a little bit weird. Sunroof stuff, it sounds like it's trying to go, like, but it just won't go. So that is what it is. It's got basically the factory radio, basic options. The volume part of the radio don't work. Like I said, the paddles don't work. Apparently my phone's blowing up. It's got 140,000 miles on it, so that's not that bad. So the guy I bought it for, let's talk about, bought it from, he had it posted online for X amount of money. We created up a deal. He said he was daily driving this for months, and he kept taking it to his mechanic. Right, these are just stories, but he showed me paperwork for a lot of it. He was trying to get rid of a vibration at like 40 or 50, and this car shakes pretty bad. That's why I got it so cheap. So the vibe I got off the guy was he put a lot of money in the car and it still wasn't fixed and he just wanted to punt it. So I offered him cash. We made a deal. He dropped it off at my house. So that was the other thing. He drove it all the way to my house. So that made me feel good. He did things like control arms up front, a crap load of bushings and stuff up front, a full tune-up, because I guess they said that the engine was shaking. That's why it would shake. He did. These are brand new tires. So when I bought the car, the tires are a month old. He tried everything. So we're hoping I can figure out what it is, because at the end he told me the last thing the guy said was rear control arms, then it would go away. But it's shaking in the steering wheel, so it still could be rear control arms, but I don't really know until I put up a list, which we will be doing in this video. The car comes with a lot of other, like, it's just broken in the right way for me. I'll show you a little bit more in the car. So like I said, broken in the right way. The seats, I'm probably going to put racing seats, so if anyone wants them, they do need new bottoms. Glove box is pretty standard, came with the CD changer. The center console, I mean, it works. Nothing too crazy. If anyone's got the factory phone, let me know, or needs that one. It comes with the attachment. But that's really it. So I'm gonna show you, I'll show you it firing up and a few other things. So like I said, the exhaust is pretty quiet, so we'll try to fire this bad girl up. So as you can see, this car is super quiet. It just doesn't have the growl that, I mean, we'll be doing an exhaust to it. So the plan on this car is doing a lot of maintenance to show you guys. That way I can bring more W209 people into my YouTube channel. So we'll be doing windows. We'll be doing a lot of maintenance on this car to get it ready. If whatever's not done, I'll be building a full exhaust for this. And we're actually be taking out racing to like the firm and all that stuff. My plan is to not modify and go take it out to one or two of these courses and just see what I could put down stock. Then start modifying it and see how much better I can get. That's the plan. So let's go for a drive and we'll throw this back around the lift. Alright, so we're in the car. Drives, I mean, pretty good. I just got to check engine light. Like, I don't even know what that is. But it is what it is. That could be nothing, so we'll see. It hasn't overheated. I've been driving around. He drove it, so we're pretty good there. That broken cup holder does annoy me. Trying to think what else to really show you. Oh yeah, as you can hear, the actuator on the door kind of goes like a little machine gun, so I will be fixing that. Show you guys a little bit about that. I mean, the power seats work. Oh yeah, the multi-function switch doesn't work. That's one thing. So watch. So I'm gonna go slow. So like I hit it, and it just gets stuck. It doesn't like go tick 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 tick. Like it doesn't stay down. So I'll have to fix that little brokenness, but once I get up to speed, I'll show you, like, so, see how the steering wheel starts shaking, and we're not, like, going that fast. So it starts shaking quite a bit. So, like I said, in the steering wheel, so I don't think it's rear control arms, but I'm not going to know until I put it on the rack. Just because if it was rear control arms, I feel like I would feel it more in the butt area. So it's got to be, like, some bushing or some mount, because I don't think it's tires, because he said he got brand new tires,
like a month before I got it, and they have a lot of good tread, so I'm assuming. I didn't check the date code on them. But if anything, I have new tires to throw, or I have different rims and tires to put on this bad girl just to see. Now, speaking of that, you guys tell me, if you guys want these rims, come buy them, go right ahead. I'm probably going to ask like $400 for them with the tires, unless I pull the tires off and put them on something else. But I'm either going to put some CLK55, which are 17-inch rims on this bad girl that look just like the factory 18s, because I contacted someone who has the factory 18s, and everyone's astronomical amount. They're cool looking, but they're not too cool for the amount of money people are asking. I'd rather just put the SLK ones, which are 17s, which look identical. And I have about 3 effing sets of those. So I'm debating on doing that or some other cool rim. I'm not going to put like a 20-inch rim on this. We're going to keep it 17, 18. Just for, it's basically going to be a daily driver race car where I drive it to the track like I do on my other cars, race it around and come home. But we're going to head now back to the house, put it up on the rack, and see what's actually going on with this girl. Oh yeah, before you ask, yes, the AC does work. So that's another plus, because Florida. But, carry on back with going home. Okay, now that we took it for a test drive, now we're going to do we're going to put it up in the air, we're going to check under the hood, we're going to do all that kind of stuff, get a good detail inspection. So like I said, a lot of stuff was already done to this car, valve cover gaskets, sway bars, tune-ups, etc., etc., etc. So when I talked to the owner, the horrible shake, which I saw, he was told it's rear control arm bushings. Could that be it? Maybe. Could it not be? Maybe. The big thing that I would quickly go to would be tires, but these tires are a month old. Maybe they're not balanced properly. That's probably what it is. Or you just got something messed up in the front end. I don't think it's rear control arm bushings, but if it is, they're inexpensive. But we're going to put this bad girl up in the air. You know, first let's pop the hood and start taking stuff apart. Just examine everything, see if anything like pops out that is also broken with this car. Because I want to start to make a list of things that I need to buy. So, and at the end we might do something special, prepping this car to start going fast. Alright, these are good hood pops. Good hood shocks, honestly, pretty good. I don't remember what that heat shrink's there for. So under the hood, as you can see, it's missing my little star. Me! But I'm not even going to worry about that anyways. If anyone wants this air intake, contact me. I'll sell it for cheap. I'm probably going to take the plate off, though. But I'll still sell it to you cheap. So it's easier to see stuff if we start removing things. Just checking for leaks. Alright, so we got all the air intake stuff off. And looking at it, there was a big suspicion that maybe this wasn't a really 55. But one way that I like to kind of tell is the 55 has different valve cover gaskets. If you can see, it actually says AMG there. So that's good. Actually, it looks like I have a small leak from the oil filter. I'm going to brake clean that up right now, and we'll see if it comes back. Because he said he did valve cover gaskets. Alright, all done. And what we're going to do probably is just put a little, we'll leave it at that. So yeah, now you can see a little bit better where it says AMG on those. So he said he did valve cover gaskets. Yeah, usually where you see them leak is pretty bad from over here. They're looking pretty good. Yeah, the coils, they all look new. The plug wires, everything looks pretty new. Oh, he definitely did valve cover gaskets. Look at, someone put a little bit too much silicone. That shouldn't be too bad over there. Hoses feel good. You got some debris down there. Yuckies. Nothing too bad. Let's go get a light. Oh, one thing. This is why I really do like the CLKs. Is look at all this room you have in front. Like my E55, you have no room over there. Just looking at stuff, I don't really see anything crazy. Nothing really. He also said that they changed out all the gaskets in here, which is a common leak. I mean, it's looking all pretty good. Oh, wait. Hold on. Wait, let me get a light. There's something. Okay, so I'm assuming he had a power steering leak at one point. Look at right there. Someone, what does that feel like? It's not JB Weld. Someone packed it with silicone down there. So we might be doing a pump in a reservoir soon, because that is just kind of shoddy workmanship right there. I don't like that. That's one sign. That's not the best. Everything else over here he did, I guess, hold on, let me feel that hose. Because this clip is not factory. Oh, yeah. This hose is rock effing hard. So we'll be doing some breather hoses, because they're supposed to be able to, like, watch, I can squish this one. This one's rock hard. So it probably cracked at one point. That's why they put that. So we'll be just getting a breather hose kit eventually. Ooh, also we're missing the clip over here that holds the mass airflow sensor on. Not that big of a deal, because I will be doing an intake on this car soon. I I don't see anything else crazy. I do want to clean off that cap. We'll brake clean that too, because I don't think he has a coolant leak. It didn't overheat or nothing. It is a little low though. Hold on, how low? Oh no, not too low if you can see in there. It is green coolant. So we'll clean this off. Maybe this is all old from something else. But I just want to clean that off so I know if it does leak. Alright, we got that more or less cleaned off, so now I'll know if it starts leaking again or anything. Ooh, there's some, not debris, just dirt over time. Nothing too crazy over there. Factory headers, those will be gone soon. But everything is doesn't look bad under the hood. So now we're going to put the hood down and start bringing this girl up in the air. Oh, and as you can see, I already started setting up my scales. We're going to see how much this bad girl weighs. So we will be seeing how much this bad girl weighs today with everything factory before we ever modify or drop weight on this. Because like I said, the goal of this car will be a Sebring road race, go to the firm, a track car that I daily drive. So the key thing is brakes, suspension, lightness, handling, and a little bit of power. We're going to keep it NA, but I do want to see how much it weighs. With these scales, right now, straight up 100% all the factory stuff in it. With these rims, with intake, with everything. But let's go up in the air because no matter what, that shake is what we got to figure out. Because right now, the car, I mean, as you saw, it shakes pretty good going, what was it, even 40, 50, 60? I mean, the guy was daily driving it, so we're going to put it up in the air and see. Alright, so we got the car up in the air. First of all, I want to check bearings and tie rods and all that stuff. So we're going to take the wheel, aggressively shake it. Dang, that's tight. That's really tight. That's pretty good. So this is passenger side. We got nothing really. We got a little bit fender banged up, but nothing really there. Now we're going to go to the driver's side, shake it the same way. Same thing. Nothing. This is pretty effing strong. The brakes actually look pretty good too. Once again, if you guys like these wheels, hit me up. They look kind of cool. They're just not my cup of tea. So we got nothing there. Let's actually clean off these springs and look what the lowering springs we got. So I can't see a brand on these, but we'll keep looking for the other one. We will clean them off. But yeah, for brakes, the rotors look almost new-ish. What about the pads? Oh yeah, the pads look brand effing new. Can I even get an angle for you? Yeah, pads look pretty good. So at least for the front, rotor and pads look pretty new. So I'll probably do 2 to 3 track days with these maybe before I do some big brake upgrades. But since these are still pretty good, I'm not gonna spend the money yet. I want to kind of like wear these out a little bit. Also, these tires, brand effing new, but they're not track tires, so I want to get rid of them. Please, someone buy them before I end up just doing burnouts and just destroying them. I'm asking not that much money. If you're in Florida, hit me up. But let's keep moving on because so far we have not found a smoking gun that does anything. By the way, my little pinline paint. Fancy. Very demure. Pretty sure that's what the kids say. So now let's go under the car. We're going to go front to rear. Look at a lot of stuff. See what I see wrong with it. Hopefully in the middle of that inspection we find out what's a vibration shaking as we go. So to start, we do got this one. Let's try to get this flashlight good. One random green wire. Where is that going? And then you try to... Jeez, everything's aluminum on this car. Nothing will stick. There we go. There we go. So you got this one random green wire. Where the heck does that go to? It's like going into a bundle up there. That goes over there. It looks like it goes into the fog light. Yeah, see it? They wired something into the fog light over there. No clue what, though. But let's keep going. Okay, so yeah, like he said, he put a lot of suspension, brand new stuff. Not like upgraded stuff, but we have brand new... some front control arms. Those are brand new tie rod ends. Yeah, look at brand new nut there. Brand new nut there. What else did he say? He said he did a lot of new stuff. So this is a factory AMG shock, which is a little bit concerning for me. That arm is brand new. So we almost got all these. Oh, wait. What the? All right. So, they might have just ripped the boot. So I might just need a boot over here for my... Yeah, that's not loose at all. So we might need a boot. Let me get a pry bar. We're going to start checking all these. Well, I'm not going to check. These look brand new. I won't waste time checking the brand new stuff. But that looks pretty good. For leaks, not really. Belt's brand new too. He's got paperwork for that. We do got some small little leaks over here. You can see one kind of dripping there. Now for the driver's side, same thing. All new arms all over. Even new sway bar end bushings. Or sway bar ends, yeah. So I don't think any of that's our vibration. I don't really like how that nut doesn't stick out that much. This shock is actually a Bilstein shock. A little worries me that someone just did one shock, though. But, I mean, it is what it is. Ooh, a little leak. That's pretty normal. Nothing really crazy there. What else? He did tell me the exhaust was factory. I am finding out that he was wrong or lied because you're missing some secondaries and a resonator. It looks like, oh yeah, this is not factory. That's all. Look at. See, that's how you know it's not factory. Look at. We literally have mild steel on this part of the exhaust, and then the factory, stainless steel. So this neck down, so you had a 3-inch exhaust that they necked down to like 2 inches or something right here, but they removed the cats, the rear cats. Don't know why, they might have had some sort of fault, so that'll be taken care of. And you can also see this little bolt got kind of sheared off. I guess they had it angled wrong, but not that big of a deal there. A little bit of moisture, but I don't think that's too bad for transmission stuff. I've seen a lot worse. No really smoking gun. Everything looks pretty good under here. So we'll just keep moving back. We'll move back. Let's, oh look. Let's try to check over. I just like to check these joints. That feels a little bit weird. Oh, wow. Yeah, look at this. Hold up. Oh, can I get a light in there? So remember in the previous video how I said these bushings go bad on the shifter? So the shifter linkage is a little wobbly. Let's get a good angle. So if you look, here's the shifter linkage. It moves all over and it's not supposed to. So that bushing in there is blown out. That wouldn't matter for my vibration, but we'll get that fixed. Oh, wait. Hold up. This might be my thing. I didn't even really notice it till now. Like, look at, you see the Guido? We have a chunk missing out of it, right? Right there, you got it pretty wound up and it's cracked all over. Yeah, I want to put this car in neutral and actually see. That might be something. Let's keep going farther back. Actually, let's check this. Now I'm thinking I got drive shaft stuff. All right, so the center support bearing's pretty good. Let's go back. Just exhaust. Nothing too crazy over there. You still got your shielding. Ooh, this diff is a little moist. Oh, I think we found a smoking gun. Can I get, look at my Guidos. I think that's what you call them, or Jeebos. This one is blown out. Look at that. Oh, man. Okay. Oh, wow. Can you see it? All right, we're gonna lower this car and put it in neutral so I can spin this. All right, now we got the car in neutral. We should be able to spin this drive shaft and give a better little look. Let's see if I get the light up there nicely. Okay. Try to do a better look at this. So here's the front one. You can see it completely like cracked and separated. Let's keep spinning. Oh, the light. You can see it cracked all up in there. Can I get in there with this? Yeah, you can see it cracked pretty good. I wonder what the back end looks like. Oh, I could feel. Okay, that's the front one. Now let's go to the back. That was even worse. Wee. Okay. Can I get a nice one? All right, let's spin this bad girl. Oh, wow. That's probably my vibration. This is pretty blown effing apart. Wow. Like, look at that bolt is shearing like out. Look at it. All right, I'm thinking that's your problem, not rear control arm bushings. Look, it's blown out all over. This one's pretty bad. So we'll be getting 2 of these. That's pretty bad. What else? Your diff definitely does look like it's leaking a little bit. We got some seepage, so we will be checking to see if this is low or anything. Doing something with that. Also, now let's go over here. All right, let's get on this side of it. Whoa, wait, yeah. So we do have the H&R lowering springs. So it's probably lowering springs H&R up front. We got nice new shocks back here. From my understanding, he was just chasing this vibration. I don't get how no one knew that. Oh, also, look at, hold on. Is that my axle boot ripped? Hold up. Is that what that is? Yep, got a ripped boot. All right, not that big of a deal. Does a clanker make any weird noise? Not really. It kind of goes in and out, but that's not that bad. I think this side Same thing over there. We got 2 ripped boots. Oh, what the? Hold up. Come on, man. Really? It's another fun thing. Look at adjustable camber arms from these. Look like the Camber King ones. Wow, that's good. Oh, wait. That's not good. Hold up. That nut is loose. Oh, no. That right there is supposed to be tight so you don't keep losing your alignment. That's loose. Okay, let's... Look at that. All right, we'll figure tight those back up. And then going back to factory muffler and everything, nothing too else crazy. We got a little moisture coming from there. There's probably something leaking in the trunk or something weird. But that's all looking pretty good. Oh, look at the camber. Why is it out? Why is that nut not even doing anything? So this camber's probably a little bit off. We'll have to get alignment on this car. We're going to do suspension work anyways, but that's a big bonus of a couple $100. I was going to buy those anyways for this car, but now I don't need to. Let's shake this wheel too. So I shook these wheels, literally nothing. They also have some pretty aggressive spacers in there because you wanted to fill up the arches. For rear pads, they look okay. Not bad, but these wheels, you want them to be flush and low. Not my style. They're still a 255 tire. I don't think I need that big of a spacer, so we'll be removing that. That'll drop some LBs and put the tire more inboard, for at least what I'm doing. I'm pretty sure the fronts have spacers too. Yeah, just not a little aggressive, so I get free spacers. Okay, that's why he did the spacers. Look, it was hitting the rim at one point. So these rims are not meant for this car. That's why he did the spacers. Usually to get 17-inch rims, or these are 18 actually, to get certain rims on some of these cars, you do need to get this proper one or spacers. These are from, I think, from like a CLA or something like that. But they don't look bad rims. The center caps are probably really valuable. They look pretty cool. But once again, if anyone wants them, come get them. So looking under the car, I think we found the culprit. Because there's so many brand new front end control bushings and arms and all that stuff. The way he was saying, I'm pretty sure this was a problem for a little bit, and it seems like he was hunting it down, paying money to the mechanic. I don't think why they ever didn't say that he needed those 2 bushings. Those are drive shaft bushings, like I'm pretty sure they're called Guidos or Dritos, something along those lines. Don't quote me on that, but still pretty good find. So, we also did find the Camber King arms. Very good find. I like that company. I got them on all my cars. It sucks that someone didn't tighten them up, so he's probably losing his camber a little bit. That's okay. Next, what we're going to do is, let's see. Let's put the car down and weigh the car now to see how much this car actually weighs. Oh, one thing we're going to do, since we're putting the airbox back on, because I want full weight and everything, is I want to see something with this airbox. Because so far, this car is minorly modified. Lowering springs, camber stuff. I want to see if he at least put K&N filters in there. If he did, he did. If he didn't, he didn't. I don't really care. I'm still in the airbox, but I want to know at least. Need to know. No. Factory. Paper. No big deal. So we'll put all that back on. Like I said, this is going to be for sale. Hit me up with a price. I'm not going to take $2, but I don't really need it. So we're going to put everything back on and then weigh this bad girl. Alright, if the scales are all zeroed out, the car has been sitting on the scale for a little bit. Everyone put their guesses below. Stock, CLK55 with secondary catch removed, so that's going to lose a little bit of weight. Basically, full interior, full everything, spare tire, everything in this car. Let's see what this bad girl weighs with these rims on it before I start doing any modifications. I'm hoping 37. I think 37, 38 is what these would come with. I could be wrong, but if I could get it down to 3, that would be cool. But let's see. We need to know a starting point before we do anything. So let's see what the starting point is. All right, everyone make their guesses. It is 36.63. That's not too bad with a couple of percentages. Let's try to change this for the front to rear weight. All right, so I'm still trying to learn to use a scale, but I'm pretty sure. So this should be 54.8% in the front and 45.2% in the rear. So almost a 50-50. Looks like we got to drop some weight up on the nose, which I easily could do that. Try not to drop too much in the rear, or at least move stuff around. Oh wait, that's kilograms too. Let's change the poundage. The percent shouldn't change, but that's really not that bad. And corner to corner. So that's not really that bad. 36 and change. These wheels, I don't know if they're heavier or lighter than factory, but it's a good base. Now we can start, every time I want to start gutting it, we're going to do another video of me like gutting it, pulling stuff off. Oh, also, if you want any of the interior pieces, seats or anything like that, hit me up. When I do the gutting video, I'll sell them cheap, just like I've done with my previous cars. If you're in Florida, come pick them up, give me $100, whatever it is. I'll sell that stuff cheap. It's in medium condition. medium. I don't ask for stuff that I need to drive around with, but you get what I mean. Seats, probably panels, this, that, whatever. I'll probably punt it. But I'm super happy about that. The weight, 36 and change, less than I thought. Now I do want to pull one of these rims off soon and see what they actually weigh, because that could be a huge difference. Maybe we'll save that for another video when I actually do new rims and tires on this bad girl. So next what we're going to do with this bad girl is I'm going to hook up my Star diagnostics system and run a system check on everything. See what codes we got, see what we have to do, so I can start ordering parts and fixing what I want to fix. Because there are some things wrong. I'm pretty sure I showed you, but like the paddle shifter doesn't work. Little things like that. So we're going to put up the Star system, pull codes. Maybe I get lucky where I just need to clear something and everything will work fine. All right, we got the Star system all set up. We're going to now log into it. I'm going to show you step by step really quick, and we're going to see what malfunctions I might have from whatever they are. This computer will tell me what it is. Hopefully. We'll see. At least we get a head start of what might be going on, if there's anything going wrong with the car. Because the car runs like pretty effing well. Mine's not that shaking, but I'm pretty sure we figured that out. All right, we got it pulled up. Dash. Let's go through all this. Oop. All right, so we're all in it. We're going to do a quick test because I'm not trying to go from function to function. So this does take a while, and your car will start doing crazy stuff, but it's going to test every module for faults or anything weird. It's going to try to pull a lot of stuff up. Also, one thing to note, keep your eye on your battery voltage. Don't let it go too low. Put a trickle charger on there. You'll get all these faults. Ooh, look at faults. Oh, Jesus. So checks usually mean it's good. Faults, I think the small fault means a small thing, a big one, big one. We're faulting a lot of stuff. Not good. But we'll open up each file and see. Alright, so now it's all done. So we're going to go to one by one. So ignition circuit, I got some faults in there. Let's see. Some of these usually, if you don't have a computer like this, you can't clear them out after you do stuff. So some shops don't have this. The system's a little bit expensive. So it's good when you see... Alright, so when you see the word stored over there, usually you can clear it out. So we got electronic steering lock central module. Alright, so we'll go back. We're going to clear all these out at once. It's a nifty trick we could do, but I want to at least... Okay, so it says I have nothing in the engine, nothing in the transmission control. Those are two big things. We do got something with the electronic shift module. That's a shifter. That one is an important one. Let's see. Fault code. Alright, voltage value. The voltage value of the touch push button. Ooh, I might actually have push start on this. You might have the wrong shifter in there. That's good to know. While we're in here, I want to see something. Hold on. Can I do it through there? I don't know if I can do it through this one, where it should say something like that. Maybe not on this menu. We'll figure out with that shifter, because now I might have push button shifter. We got to look that up. All right, so let's pull out again. What else we got faulted? Oh, ESP is good. Airbag. Let's check that fault. Alright, stored. Alright, control unit terminal 15, under voltage. Alright, I'm feeling a lot of these are just going to be battery related, so we might just whiz right through a lot of these. I might shut the camera off and just tell you if I see something cool. Okay, we just went through almost every code. The only thing that's stored and current is just a few flaps for the AC. So what we're going to do is we're going to back it up. Nothing was really crazy. Now we're going to actually erase them all, then re-pull everything out to see what comes back. Because as you can see, I have like faults, I think. Let's see what actually is good. The one good thing that I have a module was the radio. Nice. The other thing that didn't have anything faults were engine, transmission, ESP. All very main ones, but everything else had faults. So let's clear them. Do you want to erase faults? I'm going to have to go in the car for this one. It's going to say something like cycle a key. Alright, so everything, it was not possible to erase one of these faults. Okay, so steering column module, we'll have to look into that one. But now let's pull this bad girl back. We're going to pull all the way out, shut everything off, redo it all. That way you could redo the check. Okay, so that just blew out a lot of stuff that were stored. So what we got left is overhead control panel. I don't think I remember seeing anything too crazy in that one. And the steering module, I knew it was having issues with that one. It wouldn't erase it. And then the flaps. So current and stored. Okay, no longer current. All right, well, not too crazy. All right, but what I do want to see, I want to play around with this a little bit. Okay, so right now what I do want to see is my paddles don't work on the steering wheel. So we want to go into the transmission, actual values. I just want to see like if it says something weird. All right, so smish, standard, kicked on operated, shouldn't be. Oh, wait. Operated. My hands are right here. I'm not in the car. It's in the right steering wheel gear shifter. So that should be up. Is operated. So that means it's stuck. That might be a simple effing fix. Ooh. Let me try to like play with it and see if anything changes. I'm going to actually operate some stuff. Alright, so we're going to go in the car. So right now, as you can see, we'll zoom in and my... People are playing music. So right now it says the right side's operated, when clearly it's not. Let's see what happens when I hit the left side one. Will it change state? No, but maybe because it sees the right one on, it won't change it. Let's play with that right one a little bit. Like maybe I could... Nothing changing. So I think the wheel or something's kind of effed up. And I do have a spare wheel. Nothing. Or maybe the wires are broken. So I will be pulling this off eventually and checking that. Because I like having paddles that's going... That's all cool. Alright, just to check that paddle, because maybe I can get a cool little thing fixed. We're going to pull out the battery, pull out that the airbag, and kind of check if it's a bad wire. You just need a T30, something like this, and a screwdriver will do. They're pretty effing easy. Make sure you disconnect the battery. So if you didn't watch my previous videos when I kind of pulled and did a steering wheel on a car, they're going to be right there. You have two of them. So all you're going to do is pop these loose, right back there with your T30. Can you see it? Yeah, it's going to be the best kind of angle I got, and we're going to pull this out. I just want to see if the wire's broken or something crazy. Maybe we'll get it fixed today, maybe we won't. Jackpot. It's right effing there. Look it. Maybe shut. Alright, we'll shut the light off because you guys can see well enough. Look at that white plug. This white plug is supposed to be plugged in to... Look right above there. It popped out somehow? I don't know why. Who would unplug it, really? But let's plug it back in and see. Alright, we got everything back on. I just want to see. So, I got the airbag kind of like sitting in there. You shouldn't do that, but I am. We're going to put the key in. Fire it up. We're not driving or going anywhere forward. We need fuel. Alright, we're going to put it in drive. Oh wait, no, it has to be in manual because I don't have that other thing. Let's get it in manual. This button, I got to get a new one of these. It's the wrong one. Alright, so we're in manual. Let's see. First gear. Oh, it works! What the? Oh, that worked. That was so cool. A little delayed, maybe. Wait. Oh no, it goes. The down's a little delayed. We'll fix that with a nice TCU tune, but oh my god, it works. Alright, let's shut it down. Because I gotta get this airbag back on. That is, first of all, I hate that beeping. Shut off. Remove key. Oh. Alright. That is so cool. I like paddles so much. I don't know how I got unplugged or why you would unplug it. No effing clue. We're going to put the airbag back on, and then that makes me so happy. First fix done for free. And it was pretty easy. Just plug it in. I can see where maybe someone took an airbag or did something, and that popped out, and they didn't know where it went to. Maybe. But we're going to put this airbag back on, and I'm going to keep enjoying this car. Okay, so we're pretty sure we got an idea of what's making this bad girl shake so much. So we're going to order some parts. Those parts shouldn't be that too expensive. I'm super happy that I fixed the paddle shifters. We are going to be upgrading those a little bit with more of paddle instead of a button shifter design. Super happy about that. But I'm really happy with this car so far. So we're going to be driving a little bit more. We got some parts ordered. We'll put it that way. I ordered quite a bit of parts. I have some parts already stored up for this car to go on there. And like I said, those rims, not a fan of them. Those will be gone really soon. I don't know right now if I'm going to go with a super cool aftermarket design or just put factory ones back on. Not really sure. Throw a comment down below. But I'm super happy with this car. We're going to be doing a lot more maintenance to this car. Go race it. Go strip it down. Get the weight of it. We got before. Now we need to see to get after. We got tons of stuff we can do with this nice CLK55 AMG. So hopefully you guys like the channel. Hopefully you like the videos. Hopefully you like the content. Granted, now we're bringing kind of a new car back. We're going to be most likely keeping this bad girl NA. So we're going to see how much power we get out of an NA one of these cars. I already looked into some long tube headers, some other stuff. And we're going to make this thing handle like it's on rails. So I'll catch you guys later. Remember, this is Adam with ND72, and like and subscribe. Watch all the videos. Watch everything you want. Share it with your friends, and I'll catch you later. Lady. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Wake up, wake up.